Today we will discuss about how the pancreatic cancer cells coordinate or activate the pancreatic stellate cells, and after that both of them together can help the progression of the tumors. So once the pancreatic cancer cells are formed within the pancreas, it will promote this proliferation, migration, chemoresistance, and apoptosis. At the same time, it will release several cytokines that will trigger these paracrine stimulations that will lead to these quiescent pancreatic stellate cells formations. And once these pancreatic stellate cells are formed, then there is a transformation or the activation of these pancreatic stellate cells occurs. And now, once the pancreatic stellate cells are activated, the cytokines that are released by the pancreatic stellate cells will further accelerate or further activate this pancreatic stellate cells, and this is based on the phenomena that is autocrine stimulation. And so, the initial activations or initial formation of this quiescent pancreatic stellate cells is because of these paracrine stimulations. The paracrine stimulations means the cytokines released by the cells will affect the nature of the cells that are nearby to those cells, whereas in the autocrine stimulations means the cytokines that are released by cells will affect the nature of those cells that release those cytokines. So in this case, the autocrines further accelerated the activated stellate cells, and simultaneously there is a paracrine crosstalk is also going on. So both of these factors will help in the activations of these pancreatic stellate cells, and the pancreatic stellate cells will do several functions that will help in the tumor progressions. For examples, that pancreatic stellate cells helps the angiogenesis formations through these endothelial cells. So the function of this angiogenesis or the role of angiogenesis towards tumor progression is already been discussed and covered in one of our previous videos. And just for a brief revision, we can think of angiogenesis as additional food supply that is necessary for maintaining the uncontrolled growth rate of the cells. And apart from this energy requirement that are that are uh, taken care by angiogenesis, activated pancreatic stellate cells also helps in the immune suppressions. It will interact with the immune cells and helps in the immune suppression, so that pancreatic cancer cells can grow or progress at a faster rate or without or with least resistance. And it will also release some of the cytokines that helps that not helps that leads to the pain generation in these pancreatic cancers. And apart from this, it will the some of the cytokines that are released by activated pancreatic stellate cells are this MMP that will help in the ECM decompositions or ECM recompositions or degradations, or we can say that ECM productions in a way that will help in the metastasis or migrations of the pancreatic cells. And the reason why pancreatic cancer cells are known as most aggressive cancer cells because of its property of invasions and metastasis. It is far more aggressive than compared to the other cells. So this is some of the interrelations between how the pancreatic cancer cells and stellate cells together accelerate the aggressiveness of the pancreatic aggressiveness of the metastasis and invasions of the pancreatic cancer cells by affecting through different factors. At the same time, developing some additional food supply sources, such as through with the help of this angiogenesis. And so this is a brief overview of how the pancreatic cancer cells forms the pancreatic stellate cells. Some of the important cytokines are mentioned here that helps with the quiescent pancreatic stellate cells formation, such as interleukin 6, interleukin 1, TGF1 beta, VGF, PDGF, interleukin 8, and most of these cytokines are again secreted by the activated pancreatic stellate cells that will further accelerate the pancreatic stellate cells functions through the autocrine stimulations. So I hope you got a basic idea or a brief overview of the of this pancreatic cancer cells and stellate cells coordinations and how they helps in the tumor progression. If you need to understand more about this topic in detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. So that's all for this video. Thank you for your time.